welcome to your Scotia Tarot forecast for September 2018, and a really interesting month for you. Very interesting energies. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Moon, and the King of Swords. And what I'm getting really here is about money, security, financial situation, your home, your basic foundation of life. There is an idea or something that's been offered to you floating around there, and maybe it's been going around in your head for some time, this idea, and you're finding it hard to run with. So it keeps appearing, keeps popping up in your head, and for some reason you seem to be resisting it. And this thing that's being offered is a really good thing for your financial security and your well-being, and it really is a tangible, sensible thing. And you probably know what it is. You know what I'm talking about. And it's something perhaps you should do and you need to engage with. And the fact it's being held out by a knight, you can see he's a very solid, sound, steady person. He's offering this in good faith. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's there. It's open. It's there if you want it. The trouble is with your mindset, we've got the Seven of Swords and the similar sort of card here, the Moon, where your perception is that if you do choose this option, it will involve some sort of disruption to your life. It might involve a physical move. It might involve some renovations. You know, if you buy a house or if you move house, you might have to do a little bit of work. But even if you don't, even if you buy a brand spanking new house, it's still a disruption to your life. And this is what I'm getting with this Seven of Wands. It's growing your life in a good way. You know, the wands are there, they're sprouting, they're bringing newness into your life. But there's effort involved. You're going to have to make an effort and push yourself a wee bit and put some blood, sweat and toil into it. If you're going to effect good change in terms of your material circumstances, your finance, your home, it always involves effort. And probably for quite a long time now, you've been, ticking along nicely with no change to the status quo in your life. And you've probably become a little bit complacent and, things are okay and you could carry on like that. But actually, if this change is being offered and it's a solid pentacle, it's something that's really tangible. So I'm getting from this could be really good, that you need to seize the day and make the effort. And the Moon is suggesting that you're a bit afraid of you here, and could you cope with this? You're asking yourself all those questions. Could you cope with the stress? Could you cope with the pressure? Could you handle a change? Could you cope with the disruption? This is what this is saying to you. You're kind of doubting yourself with the Moon card here. Is it too late in your life to do this, or do you feel physically able to do it? Have you got the energy? And that's where your energies are going. So there's this wonderful energy at the beginning saying, look, this is what you could be doing, this looks great. But your own energy is kind of going, oh no, I'm going to have to do all this work, or it's going to be hard, or oh, I can't cope, I really can't. So that is pulling you back every time. And what we really need to do is find a bit of your old self. And your old self here in this scenario is appearing as the King of Swords. Somebody decisive, somebody a little bit ruthless, somebody who's got a bit of sharpness. But that's what's required here. Someone who can be decisive, someone who can take action, someone who's made of probably stern stuff. And this King of Swords, he'd easily cope with this change. He'd seize it, he'd take it, he'd push through, he'd do it with confidence and, a solid kind of plan of action. But I don't want to use the word, but it keeps going into my head. At the moment, you're being a bit flaky and maybe a little bit, it's all too much effort. Well, you don't get much without effort. So you're going to have to make some if you want to see your life change and accept this wonderful thing that is being offered to you. So September really is about you mentally managing these energies in your own head that are holding you back from taking a great course of action. You know, the negative voices, the Debbie Downers, call it what you will, are the things that are stopping you from making sound progress. And we need, come on, to find this inner strength, this King of Swords that we can pull out and really, you know, go for it. In the past, you'll have done that. In the past, there'll be numerous examples when you've had to take a course of action and you've drawn on your inner strength, and it's turned out to be the best thing you've ever done. You know, it's one of those moments. So I think really that's what this month is about, finding your King of Swords in order to accept the gift that's being offered and move yourself forward. Very exciting. And I'm sure when we come back in October, we'll be able to see what's going to come next for you. So hope you enjoy September. Thank you for listening, and I'll catch up with you again soon. Bye-bye for now.